Immortal Unchained, the sci-fi Souls-like game. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it terrible? I'm going to let you know my first impressions, thoughts, and review right now. So, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mabi, and if you haven't been to the channel before, this is a huge variety channel where I do tons of Let's Plays, reviews, impressions, highlights, and videos like this, of course. So, let's talk about Immortal Unchained. As of this moment, as of recording this, I have about 11 hours in. I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay throughout the whole thing. Show you guys different parts of the game without many spoilers, because it's really hard to spoil this game from just looking at gameplay. Because I'm going to be talking about a lot of different aspects, what's good, what's bad, and my real honest thoughts about this. So let's start with the story. Very Souls-like in the story, where it doesn't give you a lot. You have to seek out the lore if you want to learn a lot, and honestly, I have not had the patience. I mean, that sounds like a bad thing. I just want to play the game and have fun. I wasn't looking for a big story, so I'm glad it gives you the option to talk to all the NPCs multiple times, exhaust their dialogue, learn about the world, and of course, there's a lot of different items in the game. Lots of points of interest. When you pick up like an item from an enemy, like you might pick up an enemy eyeball or something, and then you read it, and you read more about the different enemies in the world. There's a lot going on there. So I'm only 10 hours in, and people coming in the chat, and they were saying, oh, this game took me 20 to 25 hours, and I 100% in it. And I was like, whoa, I'm halfway-ish done, because I don't know if I'm definitely not gonna 100% the thing, but I am gonna play a good amount of it, because this game's good. I'm gonna finish it, and someone said there was a new game plus. I'm very interested what that can do. So that's the story. I can't really say anything because it's a lot. So the gameplay is the huge portion of this thing, and a lot of people were saying, how is this game? Is it like Dark Souls? Oh my god, this is just Dark Souls with guns. This is just Dark Souls in space, etc. Yes and no. Someone was trying to educate me about who made this game. It's pretty nice. I think about 20 people made this game. I don't remember from where. I want to say Sweden. I could be very, very wrong. Correct me, please, in the comments if you know at the moment in time how many people and from where. But this is 100% Dark Souls inspired. There's no way it is not Dark Souls inspired. You have a hub world. You go around to different areas, defeat bosses. You die a lot. It's connected, and the only thing that's different is the way that the game's played. And primarily, even though you do have the option of whacking enemies with a weapon, and we'll get to that later, you're mostly using guns. It really rewards you for doing different types of builds and stuff. So I'm gonna talk about what makes it unique from Dark Souls, and you might want to check it out. First of all, the environments are cool. It's I love how it kind of works like a Mario. If you play Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine, you're jumping in paintings and stuff like that. It's kind of felt like that when the first couple of hours when you jump into a world. All of a sudden you're in a space station, and then all of a sudden you're in an ice world, and then a jungle, and then a volcano. It's actually pretty cool that way, and I'm glad they did that. There is a fast travel system, so you're able to go through all that. Instead of a bonfire, you have something called an obelisk where you level up and change your weapons. It's pretty cool. There's lots of different stats that you can upgrade. Off the top of my head, I can only remember finesse, which increases, and every time you increase your stat, you do get a little bit of HP. So just like Dark Souls 3, and I think they did it in 2 as well. I don't remember whenever you upgraded anything did it give you HP, because I remember the first one you had to put up vitality for HP, right? But I don't remember if it was implemented in 2 first, or it was just in 3 where no matter what stat you put up, a little bit would go up in HP and the most in vitality, right? So it's kind of the same here. You have finesse, which increases your reload speed. You have I don't remember the other one, but there was some that increases your endurance, increasing your flinch ability, one that increases your melee attack, one that increases your damage with normal ammo, special ammo, increases your iframes and stuff like that. It's actually really Dark Souls like. So whenever you kill an enemy, you get bits. They're called bits, but we don't call them souls. Now, I'll call them by their name before I get confused. So obelisk is a bonfire. Bits are souls. Let's go with that. Yeah, you get souls, you go to a bonfire. God dang it. You get bits, you go to an obelisk, you level up your stats. A lot of the weapons that you get in the game you find either on the ground, in chests, or enemy drops. And there's lots of different variety. There's assault rifles, There are pistols, there are different launchers, and there's SMGs, and there's lots of different variations with them. A lot of them you can upgrade, and you can definitely have different rolls on them. Like one might be better than the other one of the same gun. There might be one rolled a little bit better, and they have elements to it. They have different abilities. You have a HP bar, you have a stamina bar, and you have a mana bar, which is one of the stats as well to increase your special damage. So for instance, if you have a pistol, you can fire the pistol, or you can spend a little bit of mana, which pretty much is in like Dark Souls 2 and 3, right? And the first one, yeah, you had a mana bar, kind of. No, the first one you had uses. Second one and third one, I believe it was. I don't know if it's the second one. I keep forgetting. They blend in a little bit. You get a mana bar. So you have a pistol. You can fire, or hold your special, charge it up, and you shoot out like a big ice cloud, and then you either burn them or anything like that. It's very cool. So it's good. The gameplay is great. Graphics are pretty okay. I was playing on like medium to low just because, you know, I stream from the same computer I run a lot of things on, so half the time, you know, as much as I would love to put everything on super high, I have to get a separate computer for that so I can stream my PC without having any sort of CPU extra load on it, which I will hopefully do in the future. So graphics are great. Audio, I did not, you know, this is one of those games where audio is very scarce. At least that's what it felt like to me. Nothing really popped out. The things were okay. So that's pretty much the basics. Let me talk about some things I liked and disliked about the game. I did not like how a lot of the enemies are very samey. The way that they look like, the way that they act, and the way that you defeat them. I literally have seen every enemy in the game, and you know, everything's like a robot-ish, cyborg type of deal, or maybe some biological robot. You run, like, this game doesn't have backstab. You know, you're not gonna go up and stab with your sword. You turn around, you go around them, you juke them, and then they have this big giant circle that lights up and you shoot it. It's like the game's like, here, stupid, shoot that. And every enemy, even the bosses, have that. I have not done any of the late game bosses yet, so I don't know if it changes, but 10 hours in, every enemy, even the bosses up to that point, you shoot them in the back. And it's a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous, but that's okay. So the enemy variety, not that great in my opinion. Some of the enemies are a little unfair. In Dark Souls, you can kind of plan out what you're doing. Sure, there's a little bit of troll moments where enemies pop out from the side and stuff, but this one literally has enemies pop out of thin air in front of you. And then they can sometimes one-shot you, take away 60% of health. So they pop up in front of you, and you have like a couple of seconds to react, and then you either kill them or die. But anyway, you learn to move on. This is one of those games where it's a lot of trial and error. It's not for everybody. Definitely not for everyone. This is a game where if you truly love Dark Souls and you just need something different and you know, another experience just like it, I would say go for it. I don't think this is a bad game. And oh my god, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but thank you so much for the developers for getting me a free key for this game so I can try it out. And I love it. I'm gonna keep playing it. It's like, it's a love-hate thing. It's like some things are really frustrating, but some things are just really rewarding. Like seeing where it goes. A lot of the environments are fun, but it's very clunky. It is a super clunky game. Mechanic wise, oh man, it feels like I'm playing Two Worlds 2 half the time. And I don't know how many of you guys have played that game, but oh my god, Two Worlds 2. I wanted to like it because I love Two Worlds 1, but Two Worlds 2, bad memories, man. Bad memories. I think that was the first video I ever made a review off of. It was, the thumbnail was garbage. Oh my god, yeah, that game was really bad. Anyway, this game, Immortal Unchained, it has a lot going for it. They're updating it constantly. As I'm recording this, about a day ago, they addressed a lot of the complaints, or you know, a lot of things that people suggested should happen, bug fixes, balancing wise, in the forums, in the Steam forums. And they literally said in the updates, looking at all your feedback in the Steam forums specifically, we did this and this and that. So they're listening to the community, you know. So I'm really happy that, you know, I got a chance to play this. Like I said, it's not for everybody. You have to really want to be in the mood to just sit down and chill. This isn't, don't go into this game expecting a Dark Souls masterpiece. Go in thinking like this is a semi-indie game, not full indie. This is like a semi-indie game that is very heavily Dark Souls inspired with their own twist on it. And you know, a lot of people keep comparing it too much to Dark Souls. Why doesn't it play like this? Why doesn't it play like that? It's a different game, people. It's a different game. If they made the same thing, they get sued. If they made the same thing, it would be boring. If they made the same thing, what's the point? It's not original. This is semi-original, which is awesome. A lot of the other complaints I've seen people have is they've only played about 1 to 2 hours, and they're complaining like, oh, this game's too hard, there's not enough ammo, blah 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 blah, balance. This is a freaking action RPG. Learn the mechanics and get good. I'm not even kidding. Those guys are whiners, dude. Oh my god. So anyone who's like really going crazy in the Steam review page, like saying really just, I don't know, it's just really terrible. The game's okay. The game's okay. I'm gonna finish it. A lot to explore, a lot to pick up. So that's my quick review and first impressions, thoughts review of Immortal Unchained. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe for daily videos. There is a link in the description to my Twitch. Please follow it. Watch me play a lot of game lives. This is a huge variety channel, so you're going to see tons of reviews, tons of different highlights and let's plays. And also there's a playlist to my full review series if you want to see all of my impressions and thoughts, not even just on games, but I did like a Nintendo Direct, I did E3, I do a lot of things. So if you're interested in what I have to say, there you go. I link everything down there, Instagram, all that stuff. So thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments how many of you actually watch me stream this, and do you agree with a lot of the comments I was saying? And and if you are interested in the game and you've come to me for your final decision on whether or not you should purchase it or not, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer it. Leave a comment or come to the stream. I'll answer it right away. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
You never know what's around